We're back.
I don't want to get my ball hair lasered, so welcome back
Yeah,
to another one.
Oh wow, there we go. I probably should actually move it so they can see us. There we go. Wonderful.
Yeah.
The funny
That's
part
nothing to
is that
comment
was a
on.
legitimate conversation we were having. I was not planned.
Yeah.
I'm
We
sure.
were genuinely having a conversation.
About
I was
shaving
talking
your
So
about
you
how
think
I'm
you're
too
gonna
dark
do it
to-
though?
I might consider it at some point. They said if you really want to, we'll do it, but just be prepared for the pain. I'm like, all right, cool.
Well, I mean, like, ball hair is important for keeping your jumblies warm.
We'll just put on more layers. Anyways, we're here to play D&D.
Dungeons and
Trust me,
Dragons.
Nick's hot enough as it is.
Ayo.
Well, right
Sizzling.
now, yeah.
So you look a lot better than you did on Sunday.
You like Sunday I was gone.
Sunday you were bad.
One
Oh.
of these.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
His hair
Feel
looked
bad.
like a wet mop.
Oh no.
It's bad. I rolled a 7 for the recap.
Oh,
Oh,
recap.
Oh no!
oh no. Well, the 14. Oh, you're okay.
8.
1. Hold on, let me pull
Looks
it up
like we know
here.
who's doing it now.
Oh no!
Oh no,
Hold on, it's loading.
Mr. Bell.
This is written by Vol. Oh, at least it's a nice short one.
Yeah, not one of my fucking epic tales. Sorry.
From Vol. All right, this is Magdor being Vol. Received the sword of Zariel. I now have wings. We set course for the forest of metal trees and tortured souls. There, Zariel's general gave us some insight as to our next action, and he also bowed to me. It was strange. Driving away to a clearing, I took the sword to the sky and let loose its brilliant light. Zariel appeared and conversations ensued. Yorvin doesn't know when to shut up sometimes, but bless his heart, he's a good friend, and he tries, but he almost pisses her off. After much back and forth, Zariel finally realized there was a chance that redemption for her contract had been violated, based on the fact that the people of El Terrell were not protected. I presented her the sword. She accepted. Freed from the chains of being an archdevil, Zariel returned to her former glory, and we made our way to El Terrell with haste. Zariel freed the planetar trapped in the giant orb of lightning and death. I forgot what it was called. It had been a long journey. Together they broke the chains holding El Terrell in place, and the city started rise from the surface of the River Styx. And just like it never happened, we had returned, and this time we brought a city and what remains of its people. Zariel and Lulu were celebrated as saviors and shortly bid us farewell. The planetar stuck around and hunted down the last of any remaining demons and devils. Magdor, Yorvin, and I stayed for a 10-day or so and helped the city get back to its feet with reparations, food, and healing. As we prepared to depart, Yorvin received a letter regarding the disappearance of his fathers because he was fucking kidnapped. Isn't that how it goes?
He was
Field
fucking
report
kidnapped, isn't
269,
that how it goes?
Vol storm strike of Al Nugoni. Was that good? Does that sound like Vol?
Not bad. Give it a 7 out of 10. Not
Alright.
drunk enough. Because the drunker you get, Magdor, the more the better you do usually.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Fucking rules. Alright.
Yeah. So where are you guys going? You guys, did we pick up with you guys leaving the village?
We were
Yeah, I
planning
believe-
on it.
Yeah, I believe it was the day or something we were supposed to leave, and you asked us where would we go first, and I believe the consensus was Waterdeep. And as we were like waking up or whatever, there was a fucking messenger bird at the window, or like it was just waiting at one of the bird stops. I don't know, like we were something. We found a bird. Bird found us, and you were vendor at the note.
Yeah, no, it was from that dickhead that gave you the silverware.
Yes.
He's not a dickhead. He's a nice guy.
He said to the voice in the sky.
He's supposed to be nice now, so I'm sure he was a
No, we're
pleasant
talking
man.
about it. We're like, yeah, he's such a fucking ass.
He's just doing
I'm
his
reminiscing. I'm reminiscing about how much of a dick he is.
You think he killed your father?
No,
take the throne.
he's loyal. He's a very good man. He just is an asshole. It's one of those gives half of his money to charity sort of thing. That's why we pay him so much.
Why don't
He seems like
why
a
don't you
great
just-
guy.
Why don't you just give that half to charity directly?
Because we don't want to seem like we're doing favoritism over one charity or another. And
Oh,
this way, it's
Makes sense. This way, it's given to somebody else, an independent source, at least independent from your father, and then they get to decide where it goes.
you have to be sure that your money is where exactly you want it to be. You know what I mean?
Kind of
No,
like. Do you think your father killed your father?
Unlikely.
Both of you have two dads. You realize that, right?
I don't
Yes.
want to talk about it.
All right.
Technically, I have 3. One's dead.
I've got none, so thanks for that. My dad's alive. He
Yeah.
just, disowned me when I was exiled.
You brought it up, Macdor.
I need a drink.
He looks down. I didn't drink.
Oh, I can actually change the soundscape now. You guys aren't there. I
Yeah,
just
we're in
wanted
the
that for the
city.
recap. I wanted that there for the recap. All right, you
So-
guys going to...
Question.
Mm.
I'm assuming all of this is happening while we're moving, but how
Mhm.
are we moving? Where the
Good
fuck
question.
are our horses?
In Boulder's Gate.
I could just run fast.
Are
I
they
can
in,
ride on-
are
You
they
have
in
the speed of a
Baldur's Gate, or
riding
do
horse.
we leave them in Neverwinter with Yarlaxle?
They're in Boulder's Gate because we took a ride with on the Griffins to the floating tower in the ocean.
Sure, yes. And from Baldur's Gate to Candlekeep, we took a wagon with an old guy with a weak horse supported by my horse.
Yes.
But to Baldur's Gate, we came via the ocean from
Oh,
Neverwinter.
no, it's on the ship.
but now
So-
we're in Elturel, which is
Okay.
probably 30, 40 miles away.
So you
from-
don't know where your horses are. You're just walking at this point.
Yeah, they're just.
So I know
I mean,
where the
you have a
horses are.
horse.
We know the horses are in Neverwinter. We left them with Yarlaxle. They're looking after
Yeah,
them for
yeah.
us because he sent us off. Okay, cool. So
They're stabled there somewhere.
I'm sure that at least to get to Baldur's Gate, DM, you could clarify this. I'm not trying to write your world for you, but we'd be able to find supply wagons going back and forth between Elturel and Baldur's Gate, so we'd be able to do that. So if we wanted
mean-
to do that and then take a ship or like hoof it.
Could Sparkle Spark carry you and I? Wait, you can fly.
Yeah, okay, but he can't run. Like I can't fly 8 hours and he can't run 8 hours. Do you know what I mean?
He's run 8 hours many times.
The march.
60
You don't have to baby your horse full.
We're not
I'm not talking
sprinting.
about my horse.
I'm fine.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
yeah,
then
you were
then
making
we've got
mark for 8
sparkle
hours.
sparks for you. I can fly, and you're just fast.
I'm quite fit, and I could just. I'm not going to, but I could take off my armor.
Our
I could take off my armor, put it in the bag of holding. Then it's just 30 pounds, and then. Actually, honestly, my bag of holding is full because it's full of
Yeah.
coin.
our
To
tieflings
be real here.
endurance runners like humans, and dwarves. Dwarves are great endurance runners.
It's not fast.
No, but we can waddle real far.
I mean, I've just taken a. I've made a point of being fit my whole life, so.
Right. I guess it was more of me asking versus Magdor. I think tieflings would be endurance runners like humans.
So
I don't know,
Not
actually.
fast, but
You know
able
what?
to run far.
I think they would probably be able to run farther than humans because they have their hellish resistance, the resistance to heat, so they don't have to self-regulate as much and spend energy like
No,
sweating
homeopathy.
and stuff. Yeah, that's actually a
fair.
really cool question. That's a really good question.
Immersion, man. I gotta
Immersion.
know.
Right.
We're walking.
Yeah, we've been walking
Boulders.
the whole
Are we
time.
going to Boulder's
Yeah,
Gate, or
Baldur's
can we go straight to water?
Well, we got to go to Baldur's Gate to
I didn't know
yeah.
if there was a path.
passage.
That's the main road. You're gonna follow the River Keontar, the Keontar River, unless you want to cut through.
I mean, our
Do you think-
keep's on the way through if we cut through.
Do you think in Roll20, Glenn, you might be able to hook us up with a map of
A Mippity
Sword
map?
Coast?
Let's do that.
We have
Oh,
one in
time to open it
the
up.
thing, but I feel like
Oh, there's
it
one
would
in
be
this
nice
game?
in Roll20. No, in our
Discord.
pins.
In the Discord.
Yeah.
Is it pinned? Oh, I can't look
Yeah.
at that right now. So,
It's a very big map, though.
yeah.
Oh.
Let me just find that. How about that? How about
Either
that?
we head to Baldur's Gate, go by foot up north. We cut through forestry, wildlife, and take the road up north, or we go to Baldur's Gate and find passage via sea.
Cut through.
I think passage via sea would be. I mean, we could
No.
teleport.
The horse
We could teleport.
will struggle and or risk getting hurt not on roads if you're moving quickly.
You just
I just don't
resummon
want
it.
to take a boat.
What
Did
would
you
feel bad
switch us
doing
over,
it?
Glenn?
Huh?
Did you switch us over on Roll20?
No, because I haven't found the picture yet, so I don't have a
Oh, okay.
map for
I
it
thought
yet.
you said there we go.
No, not yet.
It also
Alright.
sounds like we are still in Avernus.
Yeah, I don't know why. It keeps ignoring when I click on things. Which is super sick.
How much would it cost to teleport from Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep?
Well, considering that we saved an entire city and are well known, and are members of the Burning Fists,
Flaming fists.
fuck.
Members of the Burning Shite.
I mean, I would expect it would be free, but even if it wasn't free, it probably wouldn't be very expensive.
Oh, what
Pretty
happened
cool.
to? Sorry, what happened to the flaming fist guy?
Oh, yeah.
Edelgard.
We never asked.
We never found him.
Raven.
He's
No, we
probably
did.
dead.
Older
Raven
Raven
guard.
Guard. Older was
Yeah,
there.
The older Raven guy.
We
Older
saved
Raven
him.
Guard. Curse. I love it. All right.
Yeah, aren't we like high-ranking members of the Burning Fist now? Be it
No.
Honorary or whatever. That's
Nope.
bullshit. I think that's
The
bullshit.
Flaming Fist.
Suck a
though.
butt.
Yeah,
The
the
Flaming
said
Flaming
it.
Fists were
Fist,
high, remember? Are we high
but it-
ranks of this thing I don't even know the name of?
Yeah.
I think at the very least we deserve some sort of special treatment.
Oh,
yeah.
You're a
I'm sorry.
goddamn-
Did you bring a whole
What about-
city out of
what
out of
about
fucking
your,
hell?
your wings and flying speed, your
I'm talking
true
about
sight,
the people.
your
I'm not
radiant
talking
and
about
necrotic?
mechanically.
Yeah, I know. You just seem to be
Worship
asking for a lot
us.
for a hero.
Worship.
Oh,
us.
my
Where
bad
are
for asking for fair
statues?
payment for saving people and giving up equipment and giving up all my daggers.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
a dagger worth 2 silver?
I think he gave like 13 daggers.
Don't you dare talk about my daggers
Hey.
like that.
I gave up my Helm of Devil Command in the middle of fucking Avernus when I could have
Yeah.
used it most.
You also
did.
sold your staff of.
Yeah, you did.
power.
And I sold the Staff of Power.
I sold my soul.
That you did, but that's on you. I think. I don't think that
Yeah.
that was more
you can't
self-rewarding
blame anybody else
than
for that.
anything else. Yeah.
It was a spur of the moment. I don't do well under pressure.
Honestly,
He
like
literally gave us time, Macdor.
I hope you know, Glenn, that I gave up the Helm of Devil Command because I thought it would be
I
more
know.
fun.
Thank you for that.
And
DM
and
the player.
also the Staff of Power. Fuck, I'm gonna have like 10,000 extra gold after I'm done giving back this dude his money. So
True.
actually, I think I'm gonna have close to 20,000 extra gold. I
Oh,
wonder
of
if he'd be
course.
interested in soul coins.
I bet we can find someone in Baldur's Gate who'd be. There's always someone researching the 7 hells, 9 hells.
So, yeah, this is being an ass.
A long trip to Baldur's Gate. I feel like Avernus kind of spoiled us with how quickly things traveled.
Well, like Roll20 won't
took a
take
long
any.
time.
It won't take a photo that's more than 10 megabytes as a upload. So like, all of the maps that I can find that would actually show you a close up of where you are too big.
You know what you could do? You know what you could do? You could make the map full screen on your screen and then do a snip of the map, save that, and then put it on the thing. So like,
That's just a lot of work to do on the run. I just want to get it.
I know you don't have to. You don't. We could just.
It's a
keep going.
good idea. Not wrong.
So, if we do we want to teleport then? We go to Baldur's Gate and ask if anybody's willing to teleport.
If it's available to us, of course.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate first. Via which will
it'd be weeks of travel on foot to go to.
It really would be.
To Waterdeep. It's already going to be probably a week of travel from El Turel.
Oh.
A week to go 30 miles.
Well, I mean, if you're traveling by foot on a road and you're taking a leisurely pace, you're probably traveling 10 miles a day.
There is a chart for this. Here, I have a DM screen right here. Right next to
Nice.
me.
Nice.
For no particular reason. Let's see. Travel pace normal. It's about 24 miles per day.
Oh shit. Cool. Maybe.
That's just raw.
Yeah.
If you're going slow, it's about 18 miles a day.
And is
Yeah,
that
you guys
on
are all
horse,
moving
or
60
is that
feet.
walking?
That's walking at 30 feet per round. So you guys would go about double that.
Oh shit. But
'Cause you can
according to
almost
the
60
map
feet.
here, it's 200 miles from El Turel to Baldur's Gate.
Mm-hmm. This is gonna
So
take
let's
you
round
about
that 18
6
up
days.
to 20 if we go at the slowest, so that's 10 days, and then if we go at the normal pace, it'd be about 6 days.
I'm not
Is there
gonna
a
do the math thing now.
teleporter
It's a pain in
in
the
El
ass. We're done with
Turel?
it.
Is there a teleporter in El Turel?
Maybe.
Let's
In
ask.
El Turel? Oh.
Yeah.
All of them, they have... let's see if they're functioning. Odds or
Might
evens?
as well ask. Evens.
Yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Let's fucking do that then.
So you wanna teleport to where?
To Waterdeep. Or to Baldur's Gate, whichever. If they don't have Waterdeep, then we could go to Baldur's Gate.
Odds or evens?
Evens.
They have one for Waterdeep.
Nice.
That has not been messed up. Like some of the major cities, like in the destruction, like the teleportation circles are being repaired. But as you know, as a wizard, it takes a long time.
Takes a while.
So, but yeah, they do in fact have one, and they're willing to just send you off because you don't, as a thank you, and because that's the least they can do for you guys sticking around and
Probably also
returning their city from hell.
Probably also tired of us at that point.
100%.
I imagine that we left for like half a day, and then we were like, "Wait, there's probably a teleporter," and then we just went back, and then we were like,
canon.
"Hey guys, do you guys have a teleporter?" Teleportation
Normally,
circle? Anybody?
normally it would cost like in the realm of like
Like 50 gold.
1,000-ish or per person.
1,000
Yeah.
per person?
Yep.
That's nuts. All right. Well, Gucci.
But free for you boys.
We lucked
Because
out.
we're heroes.
We're heroes.
Oh man, I need to knock you down a peg. This will be fun.
What do you?
See, it's like when you're talking about like sure, end of fucking Infinity War, Endgame, what have you. Yeah, okay, cool. Avengers did everything, but who's the real hero here? The real hero is the fucking rat that turned on the quantum time machine that allowed fucking Ant-Man to come back. That's the real hero. That's what we are. We just
Goddamn
did all
right.
the things to get Zariel back and save the city. Anyways,
Mhm.
we'll take that teleporter.
You absolutely will. And they lead you into one of the the areas where, oh god, I hope that wasn't drawing. Where, you know, they've it looks like they've got like 4 or 5 different rooms, and this is the only one that isn't collapsed. They're currently like excavating the other ones. And they lead you in, and one of the people who's able to operate it is powerful enough spellcaster, activates it and just asks you to step in whenever you're ready.
Really quick before we leave, where are we exiting out of? Like, where in Waterdeep?
And he goes, I don't know, I've never used this one before.
All right.
You know the city will be fine.
Yes. Just wanted to make sure I had the.
No, that's fair. But
Anyway.
this is fun, and then I'm gonna go forward.
Yeah,
into
let's
the
go.
thing.
Yeah, we're going. Sorry, my sister is telling me her new boyfriend's coming over and I can't come up wearing this, so I'm going to come up wearing this during our break.
Baller. That's you. You're the baller.
Yeah. I don't give a shit what people think.
Yeah. Wait, what? There we go.
So what are we doing? We teleported?
Yeah, you teleport and you find yourself in a back room of a tavern.
Oh.
Interesting.
Like you can hear the sounds of like general merriment. Let me go ahead and let me just do this real quick.
Durnan, are you there? Durnan!
Wait a second. There you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, on the other
There
side
we
of the
go.
door.
So I go outside and I ask for Durnan.
You open the door and it is in fact in the yawning portal.
Yeah.
Have you been here before? Your event?
You haven't? Oh wait, you've only been to Waterdeep once
it's
before.
my second time
Right.
to Waterdeep. Yes.
Welcome, gentlemen, to the yawning portal. And I just make a flourish, and there's it's like triple tiered with a big circle, like think of the Globe Theater almost, but and then in the center is a well. It just looks like a normal well with a rope descending. Is anybody going down?
Going straight down.
Don't do that.
You can't. There's someone that grabs you by your scruff and it's
I don't.
Okay,
No,
I was about to say.
I know.
There's a person
we ran
there.
Dragon High's Glen.
I
I
know.
know.
But there's a person there that is like at the operations of a winch, and it looks like somebody is currently down there, and they're just kind of lowering them. Yeah.
There's actual singing in the background. It's awesome. Can I find Durnan? Is he there?
Yeah, he's at the barkeep.
I'm gonna go up to him and be like, Durnan,
I'm just gonna follow your event.
important business. It seems my father is missing. Do you know anything about this? Wait, did he just go?
He played.
"No"?
He played it. Yeah.
Shit.
Doesn't even look up and pouring a fucking thing. He's like,
I'm going to look at him
I know
and say,
everything worth knowing Waterdeep. For a few coin, of course.
I mean, I have a coin. Do you want 20 gold? Tell me what you want to know. Yep. I'll hand him 20 gold, and then just be like,
Dragons.
tell me what you know.
That'll be 50 dragons.
I don't have dragons. I have.
Dragons is a
Miscellaneous.
nickname for.
I know.
Okay, good. Okay.
I have miscellaneous coins from the hells. What if I give you a soul coin?
I can see the potential. You're just a little unpolished.
Good. I believe that is uncalled for and uncouth.
No.
Nope.
Oh, yes. So stupid. Glenn, does he actually know anything, or like, should I? Okay, it's 20 gold. I'll give him 20 gold. Or wait, he said 50.
Dragons.
Oh, fuck. I'll give him 50. I'll give him 50.
Hang on. Come on.
Darn.
You know, I'm Vol. It's nice to meet you. Hey, listen now. You two seem to know each other. You go way back. He's asking about information for his father. I'm sure he could do at least 30. It's not like we're not trying to start any trouble. I don't know. Is there any way I could
Not
persuade
actually
you?
No.
That's funny. I'll accept that. Okay, cool. Just pay him the 50. You were
Yeah, I gave him the 50, and now my total gold currency is 69.96.7.
Yeah, you're pretty funny.
nice. Nice.
Sorry.
What was that?
What was I don't even remember from back to the beginning of this conversation what you wanted to know from
He
him.
wants to know what
He
happened
knows
to his
anything about
dad.
my missing father.
I don't know.
Give him my money back. I telekinesis the 50 gold out of his hands.
I think it's best you move on.
God
I
damn
think
it.
so too. Have a good night.
There
And
we
Glenn,
go.
in
I'm
case you
having my
forgot,
gold back. And then I'm
Be
putting
safe
2
out
gold
there.
on. And then I'm
Come
putting
on
2
back.
gold on the thing. A round for everybody! And then,
Wait, is there a cheer? Is there a cheer sound? There is none.
there's Roush's
Oh.
ranking.
hey,
I walk up with 4 ales in my hand. Oh, another one. All right. You know how long
Where'd you
it's
get
been
all
since
of
we've
them?
had a tavern? I bought them. You know how long it's been since we've been in a proper tavern? Not in hell.
Okay.
I'm drinking.
Magdor,
What?
I'm sure they had a tavern in El Terrell.
You saw it was all evaporated.
It's all evaporated.
Finish your drinks, Magdor. We've got business
I've
to
already
attend to.
finished like 15.
All right, come on along. We'll get
Alright.
someone somewhere else.
So a relatively intoxicated Magdor is now following you out, and you guys,
Barely.
I'd be following your Van wherever he's going.
yeah, and you guys
It's gonna
hear
be,
a fight start to break out inside, as you peace out.
You make
And
me throw my hammer at you.
it is a blustery
gosh.
autumn night as you guys leave into the
Oh,
cool
fuck.
evening.
So we're in the which district
Castle
are
Ward.
we in?
Yeah,
Castle Ward,
Castle
yeah.
Ward.
Which is where my father's.
No,
Place,
it's
isn't
actually
it?
it's actually technically in the it's like between the trade, the dock, and the castle ward, kind of near the
Oh, okay.
culmination of
Gotcha.
all three. I think
Gotcha.
it's
So,
technically still in the dock ward.
Either way, we still have some buffer to do.
Remind us where we came from.
Where's your house?
Let me think about it. Give me I need to look at Apple Watch.
Get over it. Fresh air. Not stifling.
You know,
Pinterest, do you want to not, dude?
yeah, Pinterest will tell you where.
Actually, you know what? Why don't I just use this? My house. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
I don't hear laughing or any response to me
Oh,
pulling out a map of Waterdeep. Okay,
I
thanks.
also already
it's so sick.
I also
nerds.
cop and pasted a map into Discord chat for you.
Okay.
I know there's a dock ward down there. That's all I recognize.
Yeah, the dockward's down there.
Probably
You said
can't
it's in
see
the
it there.
corner, so I'm going to be kind of in. So this is Castle Waterdeep. I'm in there. No, just kidding. We're gonna be just to the north of Castle Waterdeep, and one of the larger kind of like
In the wide.
places over here. Yeah.
Yeah. South side of the wide. Cool.
That map is sick.
We're on the Street of Bells.
Street of Bells. I would love it if in inordinate amount of time. That's a weird phrase to say. If you could draw me up a map of your family's estate, just
I will do
sometime.
that. I will do that.
Just so we have it if we need it.
I
And
wonder
then I
why.
will. I don't think we'll. I don't know if we will. I just love to see what it looks like. That's just me.
Sure.
Cool. So yeah, you guys are words. Let me close that.
We're doing stuff.
We're doing stuff. Yeah. So you guys make your way to the north, passing out of the dock ward, effectively, which is where it's in the north side of the dock ward, passing Castle Waterdeep to your west, and the plinth on your right and the trade ward on your right to the east. You head to the wide, to the south side of the wide, where you remember entering the decent-sized estate of Jorven Malbrook.
I
and
don't
his
mean to
family.
make things about me, but like I don't think having a humanoid with wings, giant feathered wings, walk through is normal.
Oh no
How
no no! People are
difficult is
giving
that
you
to
a
me?
shit ton of watch. Like you're getting
Okay, cool.
like it's like looks and whispers sort of things because you're not an Aarakocra. You don't look like an ASMR, and so
No.
people just don't really know what you are. But nobody's
Sure.
like immediately
way-
scared of you.
Flight is illegal unless specifically allowed by the Griffin God. So don't fly. Okay, just be aware.
Thanks. It's so weird, Jorven.
I understand.
Forget I have it most of the time.
When I learned my first fireball spell, it was hard for me not to just, fling them around willy nilly. You know what I mean?
I like
That's
flinging
fair.
around willy nilly sometimes too.
Hmm.
All right, Magdor. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do it well, bud.
I could fly.
What was my
Why don't
servant's
you-
name again?
What is your servant's name?
Billy.
No,
This is Billy Zapka.
Billy.
It's
This is Charles or something. Something like bougie. and
Constance.
poshy,
His name will be
but- Sure,
Constance.
Constance is the asshole. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he
so I
is
mean,
a dick, but I imagine that he's like a really
right.
like he's a good person. He's just a dickhead.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like,
He's not nefarious. He's just kind of
Yeah.
like always annoyed.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had to take care of Jorvin as a child, I'd be annoyed too.
So you arrive with that snide comment at the front gate, and the guards kind of click their heels and stand up and open the door, seeing Jorven returning home once again.
Gentlemen,
Good to see you,
where's
sir.
Constance?
I believe he's inside, sir.
All right. And I just dash on in.
All right, yeah, you make your way in quickly through the bailey, effectively, because a lot of these estates are kind of built like castles in that they have an outer wall, a yard, and then the estate house. The stables in the back corner or wherever the stables are outside, because obviously you're going to design that. And you pass in through the front door, which similarly has another set of guards that, seeing you hurrying in and recognizing you, open the double doors up wide for you to run in, and you enter into the eventually, however you end up, because I don't have
Yeah.
the map, end up in
I
like the main
imagine it's
hall.
like the foyer, and then there's like the main hall kind of like goes underneath like the one stairwell
Okay.
from the foyer, and then the main hall like leads to like the kitchen and like entertainment room and stuff like that. And we
Mhm.
go upstairs to the like private dining hall, which is like second floor. There's like
Okay.
one long hall, which On the right side is the hall that we all met my father in, where the sword is, and then just outside of that, just down the hall, is that place where Magdor and Vol waited for me to have a private discussion for my
The little
with my
rec
father.
room,
And
waiting
then
lounge area kind of area.
at the end of that hall, there's like a door that leads outside. You could just walk down, and then there's like a an area that's like for training. That's like uh, you know, sword fighting and shit like that, which is probably right next to the stables. So we could train with horse and sword as well.
Baller.
But yeah, yeah.
So you find
I'm
yourself in
sorry,
the main
Yolvin.
area.
Why are you sorry, Magdor?
For making fun of you as a child. I'm sure you weren't nearly as rambunctious as you are now.
It's complicated. I was a handful, but not in a mischievous way.
I also want to say you said you dashed through the house. So
Yeah,
it took you what, half a second to get where you were going.
Yeah.
Wait for us.
I will
Yeah.
remind everyone, I am not as fast as Usain Bolt.
Truth.
Faster than us.
Yeah,
You have more endurance.
true.
You do it a lot longer. Gazelle's Cheetah. Yeah. Anyway, so you find
Yeah.
yourself into the area where Constance is sitting in. I think he would be in that room that you had met your father, or they had met your father, where the sword is still, hanging above the hearth in the room, and
The sword's still there.
it's it's sitting above the hearth, just kind of on that wall mount for swords. And as you enter, you see Constance just like he's leaning over the coffee table, just sitting there deep in thought when you come in, and he stands up when you enter and bows and says,
At ease,
Welcome.
Constance. Just get to the point.
and he walks up to you and hands you. He's like, "This is all we have," and he gives you a note, and it's sealed with the Malbrook crest. But it's addressed to you, so we could not open it.
I open it up and read.
You open it up, and as you pull out the piece of paper inside, and as you open it, there's nothing on the page. And then kind of like a light begins to pour out of it onto the ground like ethereal smoky water, and it lurches forward and eventually begins to form up into a semi-translucent visual of your father. And he says, "So it seems you found a note. I am limited in my ability to answer, but I can answer some questions. What do you want to know?"
Where are you, first of all?
Gone. By my own choice.
And be a little less vague.
Short answer is yes, but you have to ask the right questions, as this is effectively a recording of my memory and must be triggered as such.
Can you tell me why you've left?
I left as a result of my own choice, and so that I may have protected you as long as I could.
What entities or groups, whatever it may be, is threatening you and me?
No one will be threatening you, and no one threatens me.
Can I come find you?
I am not myself anymore.
In what way?
I have changed form.
Like, are you a ghoul? A vampire? A werewolf? I don't know. You could be so many things.
This is about who you were and who you are.
What do you mean?
Long ago, I found out some things about you. I kept them from you.
Which I
Protect
appreciate,
you.
by the way.
And the sword that sits above the mantle, if you have indeed returned from the Nine Hells, will be your greatest protection now that I'm not here. Long story short, your father...
You're my
is
father. Let's be clear. I know this is a
your
recording.
blood
There we go.
father is keen, cunning, and cruel. He schemed with a daughter of the Alagondar to create an heir for Neverwinter that had a connection to the Nine Hells to increase his influence. When this daughter, who was seduced by an incubus, found out, she ran. She died, hiding in the woods, trying to protect you, where you were found by those ruffians. Then I came into guardianship, and it wasn't long before he found me. The
And you signed the
conditions of
contract.
me, I did. Very clever of you to recognize Vol. I signed a contract, stated that I could keep you in my care for a certain amount of time. At the end of that time, I would be taken in and made into a devil to fight against the hordes of demons in the Nine Hells on behalf of your father.
Like, Yorven, I look just fucking pissed off. Like, I'm very mad.
But
I
I would not
avoided-
leave you
Every single
unable.
fucking contract.
Let him finish, Yorvin.
I would not leave you unable to protect yourself. And if you were able to return alive from the Nine Hells, I know that you would be strong enough to do so without my help, and I could leave knowing that you would safe. Either because of your friends or because of your ability, no matter what the case, this sword will help you.
Father, you realize that I have to get you.
I am
break
not
your
myself
contract.
anymore.
You do not accept this eventuality. I'll figure out a way. We redeemed an angel. I'm sure we could get one old man. What's in the box? And I take out the small box.
And it's just a piece of parchment. And I'm looking for something real fast so that I can tell you what it says.
Oh, I asked him, but yeah, because I was gonna open it
Yeah.
without him.
No,
Oh.
that's you asked him, and yeah, you said yeah, and I'm telling you that you found a piece of parchment that has a word on it.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm here now. Give me 1 second. I'm almost there. There we go. Where is there? He is. Raven, it says Doomslayer on it.
Rip and tear.
Music just starts playing in the background. Health and ammo just drops from the sky.
Back to Avernus we go.
So in the box was just the name
Parchment
of the
that
sword.
says Doomslayer.
God damn it. Father, I'm never gonna let you live this down. Or die this down, for that matter.
And the figure says, "Say it out loud."
Doomslayer.
And the words disappear from the parchment, and the sword on the wall like ages in front of your eyes, as if there was a veneer on it that's now kind of like washing away in invisible water. And the once ornate looking greatsword now looks aged and beaten up.
I can fix that if you want.
No. I think that sword's looking for a good little a new ride, Hierophant. I think it needs to be caressed a little bit.
I go over and from the mantelpiece, I go up and grab the hilt.
You grab the hilt, and the other thing that you recognize too is that the box, when you because you look back at the box that had the thing in it, it seems to be deeper than it was before, as well.
Never mind, I don't go up. I don't go up to the sword. I'll reach my hand in. And...
Yeah, you reach in, and it's very long, but you feel like it's just at the width of kind of like a pen box or a pencil box or whatever, and you feel what feels like the top of a scabbard.
Mm-hmm. So I'll pull it out.
You pull it out, and it has the scabbard has like what was that?
That's a lot more badass than picking
Yeah,
up an old rusty sword and turning it into a
it
new sword.
is covered in bones. It's coated in bones, and it has infernal runes scried onto it that say, because you can read infernal, right?
Yeah.
It says, "Rip and tear until it is done."
Shut the fuck up. That's so stupid.
What did he say?
I love it, dude. Oh man.
Why is he walking away?
Because Doom is like one of his favorite games and he fucking thinks it's funny as shit.
Oh, is that what this is reference to?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
fucking funny, dude.
The tagline for
I
Doom
love
is "Rip and Tear."
Yeah.
And then yeah, and it has the initials BFS emblazoned underneath that.
Big fucking sword.
See, at this point, I don't know if Glenn's fucking with us.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's fucking with us or
I
not.
agree. You have to be fucking
Why don't
with
you refresh your page,
Oh, no.
Mystic, and check out your inventory?
Can you share inventory items with the group?
I could take a screenshot.
I just want to, purely as a player in a non-metagaming
Doom
capacity, I just
Slayer.
want to see this. That's great. That is
All
so
right.
great.
Let me.
Is this
shit.
the
I wanted to share
BFS
my.
4000 or 9000? Which one did you have?
This is, all right. I'll read it to you guys because it's long. This is a reflavored version of the Black Razor, apparently.
Ooh.
A once magnificent but now rusty greatsword, crude carvings and infernal on the blade appear to have been made long after this weapon was forged. When translated, the carvings read "Rip and Tear until it is done." He already described that.
Oh, it's a black scabbard. So that's on the sword. My bad. Yeah, infernals
Okay.
are on the sword. But it is covered in
So,
bones.
I will go grab the sword. And so the Doomslayer's power increases with its wielder's own. I am character level 11 to 16, so I get a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolled made with this magic weapon. It also has a feature named Banish Soul. Whenever you use it to reduce a creature to 0 hit points, the sword slays the creature and banishes its soul to the void, unless it is a construct or an undead. A creature whose soul has been banished by the Doomslayer can be restored to life only by a wish spell. When it banishes a soul, it grants you temporary hit points equal to half the slain creature's maximum hit points.
Round
These
is
hit
down.
points fade after combat ends. As long as the temporary hit points last and you keep the Doomslayer in hand, you have advantage on attack rolls against fiends. If it's used to slay a greater fiend, an archdevil, or a demon lord, it gains a permanent +1 bonus to damage and attacks made with it, in addition to any other bonuses it may grant. If you hit an undead with this weapon, take 1d10 necrotic damage, and the target gains 1d10 temporary hit points. If this necrotic damage reduces you to 0 hit points, the Doomslayer banishes your soul. Okay, so I can't kill undead with it. Interesting.
Can, just don't let it kill you.
Yeah. Soul Hunter. While you hold this weapon, you are aware of the presence of tiny or larger creatures within 60 feet of you that aren't constructs or
The
undead. You also can't be
one-
charmed
The
or frightened.
one change I'm making to that, it's
Oh.
not tiny or large creatures. It's tiny to large fiends. Just fiends.
Okay, cool. Very cool.
You also can't be charmed or frightened by fiends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hellwalker. It can cast the haste spell on you once per day. You can decide when to cast the spell, and the Doomslayer maintains concentration on it so that you don't have to. What the fuck?
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. At Doom's Gate, we're about halfway through, but guys. The armies of the Abyss and the Nine Hells relentlessly pursue this weapon and its wielder. When rolling initiative, also roll 3d6. For each 6, summon an appropriately challenging fiend. If you roll 3 6s and are character level 17 plus, the sword's hateful presence is sensed in the Nine Hells and the Abyss, attracting Bellefoss after 1d4 -1 rounds of combat. If Bellefoss has been slain, another worthy foe may choose to appear instead. So
And
I
then
could
if you
just,
slay him, you get +1 on the sword, right?
yes, yeah.
He's not a archdevil.
Oh.
Or a demon
Oh,
lord.
he's not?
Okay. I thought he was.
Nope.
Um,
He's an aspiring demon lord, but he's not.
the Doomslayer is a sentient, chaotic neutral weapon with intelligence of 15, wisdom of 10, and charisma of 19. It has hearing and dark vision out to a range of 120 feet. The weapon can speak, read, and understand Infernal and Abyssal, and can communicate with the wielder telepathically. It is incredibly old. Its voice is deep and growling. While you are tuned to it, the Doomslayer can also understand every language that you know. Personality-wise, we could get that through gameplay. Artifact of the Nine Hells. Secretly forged in the fires of the Nine Hells as part of an infernal pact between Asmodeus and the would-be demon prince Bellefoss, the Doomslayer was a weapon intended specifically for the slaughter of demons and the eventual overthrow of Demogorgon himself. As part of an assurance that no one Lord of the Abyss of the Nine Hells could gain particular advantage with the Doomslayer, it was imbued with the power to banish the souls of not only demons, but all fiends. Wielded by Bellefoss in his war against Orcus and Gratzt, the Doomslayer was a feared and infamous weapon. It was eventually captured by a powerful warrior, and was used to grievously injure Bellefoss in the process. The warrior wielded the weapon in a terrible crusade against demon and devil alike, culminating in the eventual demise of Moander, the great dread god. The Doomslayer and its wielder have long since vanished and remain yet undiscovered. Knowledge of the warrior and the sword is mostly lost, save for the ancient records kept in the most precious archives of Faerun's most prestigious institutions. While the Doomslayer may have slipped from mortal memory, devil and demon alike remember it vividly, and they will stop at nothing to recapture the fabled weapon for themselves and slaughter all who stand in their way.
And that was all told to you by your father about the
Yeah.
weapon. And
Sure.
he says, I spared no expense attempting to find this weapon, believing in my heart that it was the one way that I could protect you even if I was not here.
You said sentient.
I said sentient, or he said sentient. Jesus Christ!
Now we both got talking weapons.
Apparently so. Alright, I'm going to attune to it.
Do you have any more questions for me, son?
Which level of hell are you on?
I don't know where I will be summoned.
Well, there's a
But I
contract
know I will
between-
be in his service.
It's a contract between you and biological daddy.
Mephistopheles.
Yes. Then it's probably the 8th. It's quite cold there. Be careful.
I think I'll be okay. But you know that I will be protecting you, even if in a different body, from the hordes of demons that threaten existence. Live your life. Be safe. I love you, my son. And then the ethereal form fades, falls to the ground, and wisps away. And the only thing left is the paper with a note that says, in your father's handwriting. And you didn't see it before because it was smallish and there was light coming out of the paper, but it just says, I will always think of you as my son. I hope I will always be your father. And then it doesn't say like his formal name. It says his first name and his last name with it. And it says your father. What's his first name again?
I believe it was Barrick.
Beric Malbrook.
Been a while since I talked about
Yeah.
it. Since I talked
Seriously.
About it.
I don't know. Probably your backstory, but yeah.
I mean,
And, with that,
I have you ever
Constance is
done
just
that
like-
with your parents before? where it's like you call your parents dad, and then it's like, oh yeah, my father. Oh, his name's John.
Yeah.
That's my dad's name. Yeah, so yeah, that's what Yorben went through. And I say, Constance,
Yes, sir.
you're fired. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. You're. I know we've had our problems, man, and our disagreements, but
No more.
you have. When I am away, you have full run of the house, and I expect you to retain this house as you would for my father. Nothing changes.
As you wish, sir.
Actually, one thing might change, but I'll send you a letter.
I'll await it eagerly. We'll be staying the night.
That's up to him.
I don't know. I think I need to have a drink.
Shall I fetch the reserve?
No. I'll go out. You have the rest of the day to yourself, if you so desire. And please inform everyone else of the barest bit of what has transpired. I don't need them worrying about demons.
He's
Or
gone.
devils.
Yes.
That is all they need to know. And he walks up to you and kind of almost nonchalantly puts his hand on, because I just imagine you were just looking down. I imagine your character was too. And he puts his hand on your shoulder, which is
I, like,
way out
flinch
of
a
the
little
normal
bit.
for him. And he
Yeah.
is. But you remember this guy since you were a kid.
yeah.
Like you grew up with
Yeah,
him
yeah.
just as much as your father. And he says, "Sir, I don't mean to be informal, but I'm here. I am your man. This home, it will be a better place. We will make it a better place." And he takes his hand off your shoulder, and kind of like you see him realize that you don't like touch, and he does pull his hand back, and he says, "Enjoy your evening out, sir." And then he makes his way off.
I fold up the note and I'm going to. Magdor, can you do me a favor?
Oh,
Can you etch this note into the back of my shield here with your mending spell?
I don't know if I can do it with mending, but I can get it done.
All right.
Quick question.
Yes,
Didn't you leave a girl here to work for your father?
I did.
She might like to hear what happened.
Constance will be taking care of that.
All right.
I just, I don't think I should be here right now.
The situation is not as dire as we were all imagining. I'm sure you're probably thinking of a lot of things all at once, but at the very least, right now, all I can think of is there's a man who chose his own fate in order to protect his son. I don't think he's what you might call suffering right now. And because the situation is not as dire, we have some time. So as long as you might need to do as you would, we're here. I have some vacation time. It sounds nice, but however fast you want to move your win, that's your thing. I just wanted to say that.
Thing about tragedy, loss, is that it doesn't go away any quicker by giving it due time. Let's get a beer.
What's your guys'
Let's
passive
talk.
history?
My passive history, it's 8 plus proficiency plus
Just 10
intelligence?
plus history.
10 plus history, 20.
16.
Did you say 16, Magdor? Okay. LR, you would have no idea. You would have no idea of this stuff. You know what Neverwinter is. Magdor, you know that the Alagondar family was the last line of kings in Neverwinter, and you, Mystic, and or
I meant to
Yorvin,
ask about that, but
Yeah.
I was involved.
based
in
on
the,
what he said, it sounds like on top of being it's very likely that you are part of a coordinated effort by Mephistopheles to create himself an heir and also gain influence in the prime material plane. So it's likely that you are the last living relative of the Alagondar line, which would make you the rightful king of Neverwinter.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about that. I'm not mentioning anything to.
Player to player, you don't want to inherit a city in debt, do you?
Cities can be made to be not in debt.
Sounds like work.
It is a lot of work. I mean, like,
You see Magdor, like, Yorvin would probably notice Magdor's piecing things together. Like, he's just, like, looking around, looking at Yorvin, looking at the table, and... Wait a second.
get up, Magdor.
Huh?
Oh, all right. Right,
Love you.
though.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Beer, you said.
Beer. Beer.
Beer.
I need beer.
Ale, not beer. Ale.
I'm a
Either.
fan of meads.
Meats are good.
That too. Let's get all three. And
Aye.
I move to the buxom maiden. the and just I'm gonna fucking drink the shit out of everything. Like I'm leaving everything but the sword at the manor in my room. And Uh,
Are you still wearing your armor?
oh yeah, I'll wear my armor as well.
And bring your money with you. But everything
I'm
else.
bringing some of my money.
Okay.
I'm bringing like 50 gold with me, like
Okay.
walking around money. Because
All
my
right, Floyd
money's in my
Mayweather.
bag of holding. Yeah, I don't want to lose all of my shit. But it's like, yeah, my armor, the sword, and like 50 gold, and like yeah, that's it.
Vola's designated driver for the evening, so I'll, especially with entering a tight space with his newfound width, I think Vola would feel a little self-conscious and take like a back wall and just kind of watch over your van because Magdor won't be because he's already intoxicated.
Just want to say there's a bee flying here and I just smushed it. I
Oh,
want to say I was very brave.
I do love bees, but bees in houses are scary.
Sorry, wasp. Black.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
you.
kill it.
Hornet.
Get it out.
Yes.
yeah, get it out
no,
of here.
I saw a
Fucking
fly there. I'm sure you
flesh-eating
guys noticed I was
bastards.
very far away from it and it like hit my TV and like fell, so I grabbed something and smashed it. I'm not gonna lift it up till later.
Good.
Anyway,
So you guys are heading to the, what is it called? The Buxom what?
The Buxom Maid, I believe it was, or
Buxom Maid.
The Buxom Barmaid or something.
The Buxom Broad. No, yeah, okay. The Buxom Barmaid. There it is. And
It's the one that
Magdor,
we hung out before the last time we were here.
Magdor, are you drinking You're So Silly too?
yeah,
Yeah?
I'm Magdor.
Yeah. I mean, like non-functionally silly though, because you're usually a little tipsy.
Yeah, I would drink. We're at a bar, like I said,
Been in
up
hell
trail, there wasn't really
for
any
weeks.
bars. Yeah.
Months, or like yeah, it was a long
Pushing a
time for
month,
us,
probably.
but not in the real world. Anyways, yeah, just be keeping an eye over them, sitting in the corner. Mead for me.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to drink You're So Silly, like, and nothing really eventful takes place. You get a few odd looks, Vol, but other than that, it's a rowdy, raucousy night, unless you want to like provoke somebody. Okay, where are you guys going back to the estate once you're done?
Oh, I wanted to talk to my sword because I'm attuning with it while I'm getting fucked up.
Oh, perfect. Okay,
Be right back.
what do you say to it? This is telepathic, right? You're talking to it.
Yeah. You're a dreadful looking thing, aren't you?
All right, tell me which one of these is low. Is that low? What about that?
No changes.
No changes.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Yeah.
Is that low?
Yeah.
That is
Is it too low?
unintelligible.
It's unintelligible?
It's a little
Like-
too echoey.
Too
Yeah.
echoey? How about that?
Yeah. A little less.
Is that better?
A little
A
less.
little less? Yeah? I can't really hear it. Okay. Sweet. So, you said, what did you say to him?
I said, you're a dreadful looking thing, aren't you?
I've seen a lot.
And this is all telepathically, but I don't really want to be a king.
Few do.
You were with my father for a long time.
Yes. He was a good man.
Tell me a story about him. And then that's about it. We'll just go to sleep.
Then have a drink.
Yeah, he proceeds to tell you an epic story of a time when your father had slain a pair of shadow demons that assaulted a small village about 2 or 3 days ride north of Waterdeep. He arrived in the nick of time and destroyed them before they leapt on some children as they slept, being able to sense them due to the sword itself. Yeah, it's a pretty cool story. And
I'll be right back.
the sword tells you it's his favorite because it's a story of when he saved, like, not just like a person, it was two totally innocent, unaware kids. So
Alright.
Magdor, how are you feeling?
I've been drinking.
Yes, you have. Why don't you take a seat here, Magdor?
I don't need to use the bathroom.
Is that? I just asked you to take a seat. You don't need to go to the bathroom. Just come chat with me. It's been a
Right.
while since we've had.
I don't
Some
need to
time to
take
slow
a
down.
sheet.
So, given that it's not as dire of a situation with Irvin's father, we're gonna go head off to the Sea of Fallen Stars now.
No, I don't want to go to any water.
What about the scroll, Magdor?
Does it have to be a sea?
I believe that's what the riddle said.
I like to imagine Magdor had an itch on his back too, so he flipped his hand around to the dagger and just started scratching his back.
yeah,
How you feeling about that? Having that back?
It's not real.
Sure, but it
See,
looks real
watch.
enough.
I'm gonna cut myself.
Yeah, I was with you when we learned that.
Right. It's just like having a metal one, but covered. I'll get less people staring at me now.
Well, now it's my turn, I suppose.
That's true. Even if I had a metal arm, they'd probably still stare at you.
I don't know what I'm gonna do about these. Hey, these are big and awkward, and I have to learn how to fight differently in these.
Could always remove them.
That sounds painful at this point.
It is. I'm assuming it would be about the same pain as losing an arm.
I assume so, so I'd rather not.
What if we made something to hide them?
I mean, if you're able to, I mean, if there's magic to physically change my appearance, something that I could turn on and off, it would probably make being stealthy a lot easier.
I was thinking like a cloak.
Magdor, I'm wearing a cloak.
A bigger one.
You mean a really big cloak?
Yeah, a real big one.
For my full wings? You don't think that's gonna stand out more so than actually having wings?
You know, you've got wings. And Griffin's got wings.
You calling me a griffin now, Magdor?
No, I'm saying it's like you should have. You should raise griffins.
I mean, that's a jump. First of all,
I've had
second
a
of all,
lot to drink.
You've had a lot to drink. Second of all, we'll have the opportunity to do that on our new land. We don't know what's waiting for us, do we?
I want to build a airship.
Well, you definitely have the space for it. I wanna create a sister village to Runesmith, I think.
What would you call it?
Woodsmith.
Rune Sally.
It's a better.
I'll
it's
need
a,
another
it's a
beer.
Much better. It's a much better escape plan, I think. Just set up teleportation circles.
And at
between
this
the two
point too, you
villages.
guys can see Yorvin has like passed out in the corner and he's just like holding the sword in the scabbard.
He's got a talking sword.
He does. You got a talking hammer.
You need like a talking dagger.
That'd be something. Come, let's see if this place has some rooms, and we'll get him sorted. I don't think that he wants to be. I don't think he wants to be home. Come on, Magdor. You could use some rest too.
All
I
right.
was being you. You passed out in the corner.
And I'll go kind of shuffle Magdor and grab your Ven and see if the buxom barmaiden has rooms. And then we'll just I'll just take care of them basically.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
They do have rooms.
Yeah, I'd pay for a large one or multiple, and then get
3
your Ven
silver.
sorted, and
To get you into a large room with 4 beds.
I give him 3 silver, and I get your Ven put down, and I know enough to put him on his side, and then I'll get like a chamber pot or whatever. And I'll leave him grasping the sword, and
Just holding the sword in its scabbard. Just
I'm like, all right, if he's in, just wake me if he needs me. I'll say to the sword.
and you hear the sword reply to you, "Wake me up. Wait.
Wake me up before you go.
Yeah. You know, that's a like I don't think I understand that reference, but sure. And I'll go to sleep myself, and if anybody's awake long enough, while Vol's trying to fall asleep, because now he's trying to sleep on beds, you're just gonna hear him like shuffle for a good 40 minutes before he finds a comfortable spot and like wing closure and like way to wrap it around him before he could fall asleep.
It's like an extra 3 or 4 joints, yeah.
Yeah, he has no idea how to sleep now.
You
And
find the
then I
most
just
comfortable
pass out on
position
the
is on
floor.
your side, because then you can lay the wings on
Right.
them by each other. But rolling over is weird. But cool. So you guys wake up in the morning and to the sounds of, the blustery wind outside as the cool of winter is beginning to creep into all the different towns up and down the Sword Coast. As it is about midway through fall, so the chill is starting to get more present, especially in the mornings and evenings. A little bit of frost on the windows beginning to melt as the sun rises.
Would your Ven be up early in this case?
Not as early as you.
Okay. So whenever I'm up, I'll be waking everybody up. All right, gents. Up and at him.
I thought we were taking a break.
What
We're
the
taking a
hell?
break, but take a break on the road. Listen, your Ven, you have things to think about. Think about them on the road. Magdor, deal with your armor on the road.
I thought you were lawful now. This is evil.
Right. We're,
One can
we're on our way to see our new keep.
No. Maybe. Don't we need to handle Magdor's thing?
Magdor doesn't know what he wants either right now. You said see, and he's all aflutter. We'll go there eventually. I'd like to at least see what we're in for. Take a bit of a scenic route to dealing with Magdor's quest.
Hasn't our entire timeline here been a scenic route to Magdor's quest? Just take the
Right,
direct
but-
route.
But you can't tell me that you're not as curious, Magdor, your Ven, to at least see the land that we supposedly own.
I
We
go
did
ahead and
invite
go.
a bunch of people there. We should probably clear it out before they get there. Do we actually know how long we were down in Avernus? Because they told us time moves differently there.
About God will inform us of his decision now.
45 days.
Jesus Christ.
Month and a half.
In Avernus time or real world time?
Real world time.
In Bruce time, we were down there for like a week or two.
Listen, if neither of you are curious, then we'll
I'm
just.
curious.
I
I'm
mean,
just-
like I said, we should clear it out before people get there.
Okay. Then I'm sorry to wake you all so early, but I figured a shock to the system was necessary.
Oh yeah. I need to go speak to Constance. I'm going to send a
Absolutely.
sending spell. Damn it! I'm tired of having all this gold on me.
By the way, your sword is nice. He was nice to me.
He seems all right.
He made a funny joke. I didn't get it though. He just seemed to think it was funny.
You don't
My
get
kinda
most
guy.
jokes full.
It didn't seem right to upset, and he probably can hear me right now, but it didn't seem right to upset some sort of ancient artifact.
All right, so we good to head out now, or am I going back to sleep?
I'm going to go back to my place and talk to Constance about some things, but after that, should only be a couple hours.
We'll wait.
After that, I'm
We'll
good
wait
to
here
go.
then, if you'd like to do that alone, or we can accompany you.
Feel free to come if you feel like it, or you could explore the city. The Titans are quite interesting.
No offense, but I'm more interested about the nature, so I think I'll just come with you.
All right.
Your part of the town is a lot quieter and not as busy and not. I've been getting looks, your Ven, and I'm not sure how I feel about them.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah, come on, Magdor, we're going for a walk.
Where are we going? I thought I was falling back to sleep.
No, you can grab a little shot at Jorvin's place.
All
Beds are
right,
much more comfortable.
and I'll get up and pack up what I have and head out.
So on my way, I'm gonna send a sending spell to the old man, that owns the boat. The guy
Yeah,
who
the
I got
the
the staff
merchant?
from.
Yeah,
Also, you're muted.
yeah, can't hear you.
Yeah, that guy.
Mhm.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah.
It's
you
going to be
said-
This is Jorven, the man who bought Staff of Power. Your money is at Malbrook Estate.
In Waterdeep.
In Waterdeep. Password pay up bitch.
Hey, yo.
Thank you. And that's it. That's the end of the message. Or the sending spell.
All right. How
Does he
how are
work?
you sending that to him?
A sending spell. I have sending.
Oh, the sending? Great.
Yeah.
He can respond, right?
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, wonderful. I'll be there soon. Like a month or two."
Sounds good to me.
Oh. Okay.
I'm
what
going
did
to
we need
reduce.
to
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna just say what we need to do at your place is just that.
Also, it's going to be about an hour, maybe two. Need to write something up. But I begin writing up a rough plan that I give to Constance for taking people from the farming district or the farm district, or the field district, which is not an official district of the city because they are all really, really poor. Taking and testing out strong determined young men and women, and then training them here, in in my backyard, and putting use to all this wealth and space that we have to better some of the people of the city.
Okay.
And I'll sign it for myself by myself, Lord of Melbrook. Or that's new. I'm Lord Melbrook now. I got the capital L, not like a small lord. I'm capital L Lord now. And I'll do a copy for the guards as well, so they know that these kids entering and leaving and like what we're doing, and hopefully they could fast track them to a wealthy guard position.
Cool.
That's my
And that's just gonna take place when you're gone.
mhm.
Cool.
And I'll, if I can, I will personally stop by and train the kids when I can. But for now, you know. Oh,
Sounds like we'll get some guards for our land.
yeah. By the way, there should be scouts from our land that are at my place, waiting for to give their report for our new estate
Mhm.
out in the woods. Do they have any report for me about
How
what's
are they
out
gonna
there?
report to you from there?
We told them
Well,
to
in the
go and then
45
come
days
back.
means.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Oh
been
yeah, it's been
45 days.
45 days. Yeah, those were they left and never came back.
Oh, sick. Okay, cool.
All right.
Sounds about
Condolences
right.
to their
We
family.
should probably go to the keep.
Yeah, we should go find them. Shit. Well, sometimes that's what happens.
Sometimes it be that way.
It really do be like that.
Um, I don't think I have anything specific I'd like to do over here. Otherwise, so whenever your event is ready, I am ready.
And I find a belt of hill strength in this city.
It's gonna take some time. If you want to go through all the magic vendors, if you want to pay someone to go search through the city for you, that's gonna take a while, but you can do it.
There isn't just like a catalog.
Nope. No Amazon,
The
unfortunately.
Macy's or Sears catalog for magic items.
I want to find something.
What would
You
like to find,
do,
Magdor?
Magdor, you do feel like a slight vibration in your pocket.
In my pocket.
Or your bag, in your bag, I guess, technically.
Is my
Is that
money
vibration in
money
your
burning
pocket,
a
or are
hole?
you just happy to see me?
My money's burning a hole through my pocket. I'm going to feel around for it.
It seems to be the folded up piece of parchment, where you had written down what the next clue was that you
The riddle.
recorded in Baldur's
Yeah,
Gate.
from the
Mhm.
gates
Oh.
of Baldur's. Yeah.
And as you open it up, you see words forming underneath where you had written.
I think something's happening. And I'm gonna read what it says.
It says, "Begin your search on Dragon Isle, lest you be too late. Your will broken all the while."
Do you know what Dragon Isle is?
Roll out history check.
History checks, yeah. Careful,
Trying
baby.
to
He's still trying
remember.
to swallow
Let's see
that.
if I remember.
He had it in his mouth
roll-
perfectly and was doing the.
Pretty sure Dragon Isle is in Waterdeep.
We might need to take that away from him.
I might be wrong.
Drop the battery to my remote. Can't.
I rolled a 21.
21. Dang.
I got a
I rolled a
23.
9.
So everyone but Magdor is aware that Dragon Isle is the main. Let me see if I can specify. Specify. If I believe correct. Yeah. Okay. Dragon Isle is like the largest island in the center of the Sea of Fallen Stars.
Okay.
The most inhabited and the most settled.
Would I know why it might be called Dragon Isle?
Oh, you got a 21. Yeah, you even remember why this place was called the Sea of Fallen Stars? Is that it's there are several ideas as to why it's called that, and some people believe it's according to a book called History of the Last March of the Giants. It's said that the gods sent stars crashing to the land as a punishment for the arrogance of the Titans, but also other people believe that the primordial name known as Asgaroth, the World Shaper, first sent the first dragon eggs down to the, I guess, what is it? It's called Abertoril, I think so. Yeah, like that. Abertoril, which is the name of the land. Faerun. When he first sent them down, that is where they landed first. So there's rumors that the first dragons came from in this area. Dragon Isle.
That's sick. I'd relay that. I'd have confidence. Did you know?
Mm-hmm.
No. So that's where we need to go then. More dragons.
It seems whatever magic is wound into your quest, Magdor is beckoning us there with haste. So it might seem that the keep would have to wait. We cannot in good conscience let that knowledge go to waste.
Right.
That point.
I wonder. It's east, yes?
It's east and inland, and from what I've heard, it's quite a journey.
Think we should teleport back to El Terrell. Save us about a week or so of journey.
Unless we're able to figure it. I mean, you're a lord, right? Well, you're a lord now, so I'm sure you could find a good deal for us.
He could be king.
Magdo, shut the fuck up.
I will choose to that I did not hear that. Would you be able to find us a place to
Thank you,
teleport
kindly.
back?
I'm a lord, but lords still have to pay. In fact, they might get shit on a little bit more because they are expected to have more money. But we'll see.
What are we looking to get payment for? Or to pay for?
Teleportation.
Okay, I didn't know if that was the route we were going to take.
I mean, that's what we'd have to do if we wanted to
I
teleport.
just looked it up because I found this amazing thing that I'm going to send all of you guys, but it's a distance calculator on a Faerunian map, and you just click a route, and it tells you how many miles it is.
Oh, dude.
Also has every major landmark has a dot that you can click on that gives basic info about it. Super cool. It is 1,932 miles if you were to walk to start your journey from Waterdeep.
I would walk 500 miles.
So that'd take us 96 days.
Yeah.
Average. Walking.
Magdor, I don't suppose that quests like these usually happen on their own kind of sense of time. So there's a good chance that 90-something days is probably not too long, is it?
What?
Was that to me or to Glenn?
No, to Glenn.
Oh, that
oh,
was
sorry,
to me?
you, Magda.
I was
Sorry.
like, I thought that
You-
was
you
his
said
I thought that was your
Magdor.
Vol voice.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
confused me.
Yeah, it was your Vol voice.
Yeah. I'm trying to drop it as low as I comfortably can.
Glenn.
All right.
Hmm.
No,
He's talking
I
to
will
you.
stab you, Brandon. In game.
We always have people we can ask.
I mean, I could probably fly that far in a short amount of time, but then that's just me. Flight speed is 90, so I figured faster than walking.
You can't like keep me in a bag of holding or something till we get there.
Stop every 10 minutes and let you out.
Back in you go. I
Looks
think
like we might.
is
we might have
100
to foot
days
it.
going to be too long?
One way to find out.
Is that all right with you, Jorvin?
I am fine with whatever. Right now.
And we do have Sparkle Spark.
Yeah, Sparks, I can fly your events quick. Sure, we can shave a day or two off.
With that distance, we probably shave a week off. So should we teleport to Elturel, then head out?
I mean, we can go check, depending on the prices, they might even be able to teleport straight or closer to Dragon Isle. There are large, although not heard of often or communicated with often, there are large cities, from what I remember.
There's just so much badland in between with orcs and goblins. No, most people don't risk the.
Yeah, from Elturel, it cuts about
Trouble.
600 miles off.
We're not exactly the most stealthy right now either, and I'm going to kind of wave at my wings. Not on the ground, at least.
Let's see. Are there any cities nearby? What about Bear Dusk? Looking at a map here in the tavern. You think there'd be any teleporters there? That seems to be the
One way to
last city before the sea.
One way to find out. Or then where would we go to acquire such services?
Probably the Grayskull, not Grayskull, fucking the Force Grey Tower. Fuck. Where are they?
Force Grey, yeah.
Yeah, Force Grey.
Grey hands.
Grey Hands.
Gonna go
forgot the name of the
visit the
tower.
Grey Hands.
Yeah. Because they train mages and stuff. They probably have
Not the Grey
teleportation
Hands. I
circles.
was thinking of Black Hands for some reason.
They generally only let people that are in Force Grey into the compound.
Yeah, yeah. We could
It'd be
ask them
hard.
though. And just
Even
be
a
like,
you want to say even a lord is gonna have a hard time
Yeah.
getting in, unless you have a previous relationship with any of the members, which I don't think any
I
of you
don't.
do.
other than just like probably drinking with a couple at at a time.
Hey, you wanna
Where
go
did I
down?
learn? Where did I learn my magic? Oh, I learned in Neverwinter, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck. I went to college there. Fuck. Yeah, I don't really. I
You
know
know, if it was
people in-
Neverwinter, you would know what to do immediately. You could find
Yeah.
a teleportation circle like that, but
Go find Algira.
Yeah. So in Waterdeep, I grew up here, so it's basically like, you know, the town that you grow up in. You always ignore all the things that are for other people to figure out. Whereas in another town, it's like important and interesting. It's like sightseeing. Like I've never actually visited the Titans in my entire time of living here. But
You know what we could do is we could go back to Neverwinter, get our horses, and you would know of how to teleport out.
that might be a way to do it. Indeed.
Right, but I think Baldur's Gate's gonna have more teleports heading east than Neverwinter would.
Most likely, but we could teleport to Baldur's Gate, perhaps.
It's
After
just
we get our
from
horses.
yeah, it's just from a travel point of view. Neverwinter is closer. Either way, we cut it.
Hmm.
Be it by foot or by sea. And Neverwinter, we have more resources.
I mean, let's see what we've got here then first, and then we can decide. We haven't even checked our resources here.
True. Let's. I'm just gonna go. Ask a guard, Zug Zug. Zug Zug.
Yeah.
Where some. I should know. I should know this off the top of my head, though. I don't. I, the player, do not know a good place to ask for wizards and like shit like that.
Constance might know.
Constance probably would know, actually. Like that's kind of his job, actually. So yeah, let's go ask Constance. We're already here already, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you
Oof.
could probably just yell loud enough and he'll show up.
Constance.
Yes, sir.
Did my father ever use teleportation?
I'm sure he did.
Do you know where he would get these services rendered?
He does. I'm looking it up right now.
Right. Because it's kind of specific, you know? It's like they definitely have it somewhere in the city, but it's one of those things where it's like kind of specific.
Hmm. Sorry about this.
Oh, it's fine.
You're fine.
Man, we are going a really long way.
Mm-hmm.
If let's see, from Waterdeep.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, we've got quite a ways to go.
Mm.
Like I knew, but then I saw again, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says Findelia's mystical catacorium.
Findelia?
Yeah. It's Findeleye. Findelia.
Findelia. All right. Well. Also,
Go ask her how close she
maybe
compares to the
they
Dragon.
know. Maybe they have a belt of giant strength.
Potentially.
Maybe.
I do believe they have magic items as well, sir.
Thank you, Constance. Anyway, how do you think? How do you like this plan for the children? Glenn.
What?
I asked Constance, how do you like the plan for the children that I've created?
We'll take some time to enact, but I'm sure we can get it done.
No, but what do you think about it?
I think it's good to help the people of the city. Never hurts to invest in one's community.
My father had a thing about, helping strays.
I definitely don't know what that's like.
But it's time this house gets a little more credit for it. Not to say that that's the only reason why we're helping them, but I think it'll make him happy.
I agree.
And be sure to train them well. You still have your sword arm, right?
Yes, I'll have to do some work and knock off the rust, but I think I'll be okay.
You'll be fine. And then I'll tap him on the shoulder and then let him go. All right, off to shit. I already forgot her name. Constance. What was her name again?
Constance.
Findelia's Magic Emporium.
Fidelia.
Yes. Findelia's Magic Emporium.
I'm waiting for
Findelia's
Glenn.
mystical category.
Close enough.
Sounds like something Brandon would be interested in.
For all we know, Brandon.
we
co-funded
make
the
our
place.
we make our way over there.
Yeah.
Cat, you don't want Chinese food. He agrees.
Sorry, I'm looking at something real fast.
Yeah, take your time.
Oh, sure. I think I have something to sell. Sell my goggles of night. I don't need them anymore.
They require attunement.
No. All yours. Go ahead and add.
Wait, do I have
one
dark
pair of
vision?
goggles.
I don't think so.
Don't you get it? Isn't it a racial trait?
For tieflings?
I do have dark vision.
Yeah. I've got true sight, and both of you have dark vision, which is why I'm pawning them off. But if you want them, I'll give them to you. No
No,
problem.
you go ahead. Sorry, my
Okay.
bad.
I know it'll extend, I think, by 30 or something, if you already have dark vision. But
We good?
Yeah.
Hmm. Cool. I'm having a hard time finding the thing that I want to be finding right now.
what are you trying to look for?
What was the verdict on trying to find magic items and stuff?
mean-
I think we're gonna do it as part of just visiting Findelia's just right now, and at
Okay.
some point, I would imagine,
Yeah,
maybe
like
we'll spend
if
more
she
time.
has it, or something along those lines.
Okay. All right, yeah. So you know where Findelia is, as he lets you know that it's in the castle ward. It's a pretty nice place, but it's usually reserved for people of repute. So it's one of those places that you can't find unless you know where to go.
Right. Like one of those
Like old-fashioned speakeasies, or like
speakeasy, that's the word that I'm looking
Yeah.
for. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Kind of in the vein of Diagon
or like
Alley.
that club in, or that club at fucking Disney, where you have to go through the backs. It's called Club 49 or something.
Oh.
That you need to be. Yeah. It's
Or like
being
port.
the
What is
man
that
of
one
Black Friday.
port again? In Pirates of the Caribbean, where you can only find it if you know where it is.
Yeah.
Oh, Pirates Cove. I think they just called it.
It's Pirates Go or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So you find your way to. It's kind of that sort of vein where you go into what seems to be kind of an unassuming bakery, and you have to ask for a poppy seed raisin bread. And when you ask for poppy seed raisin bread, apparently something will happen that will get you in.
Okay.
So you go
We
in
do
and
that.
there's like a human woman wearing kind of like, like a blue and white striped dress that has like puffy shoulders, and she's got like an apron on, and she says, "Welcome.
My
How can I help
goodness, you are looking beautiful today, my dear.
Thank you."
I need a poppy seed and raisin muffin.
Will you all be having the same?
Yes.
Very
I
well.
was gonna make a joke, but I realized Magdor would know that there were toys that he could buy.
I was about to
and
be like,
everything
wait,
bagel.
how is Magdor not being like, I don't want that shit. Give me a fucking
Well,
bear claw.
right.
But you're like, oh, toys. Oh, yes. Okay, yes. This all tracks.
She pulls out 3 pieces of bread and sets them on plates and puts like a little fork on each one and says, "Please enjoy them in the back room if you could." And to your left, there is a room. There's a hallway that has a door at the end of it.
May I go ahead and
As soon as
Lead
we
the
fucking
fellows.
hit that room, Vol's gonna start snacking on, because that sounded.
Yeah, I'm
fucking
gonna eat it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's
You-
gone before we get there.
Yeah. You open the door. You start blah blah blah. Magdor. You both start eating, and Magdor's like, "That was good," sort of thing. You see him like set the plate on the table, because when you open the door and close it behind you, it's just like a 15 by 15 foot square room with a round table with 3 chairs around it.
Oh, how convenient. I think it begs us to sit.
Yeah.
All right.
We sit.
I said.
Magdor, having finished your bread first, you start to feel woozy. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw.
Unless you want to
Asking
willingly
against poison.
fail.
Is it against poison?
No. Unless you want to willingly fail.
No, I'm gonna. Debating if I want to use my inspiration. You know what? I will. I doubt we'll be doing too much else.
I am currently.
26.
Oh,
26.
Nice.
Yeah, you feel woozy and you kind of just shake it off. The other two of you, having finished yours just slightly after him, both start to feel the same wisdom saving throw, please.
Ooh. Feel like I had a whole beer.
ooh, a natural 1 for a 2. I am making a wisdom saving throw IRL right now.
Yeah.
6.
6? Yeah, so you shake it off, Magdor, and when you kind of like say what you said, where you're like, blah, 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 whatever you
Feel
said.
like I drank a whole pint.
There you go. Drink a whole pint. You see both of them just kind of look at you and then they just fall face first, head downs on the table, and their forms start to fade.
Guys.
And you reach and try and touch
Smack
them,
and
and
roll.
you can't. It's like reaching into a mist. As you do that, the mist separates as if he was a fog and he's gone.
So Magdor's wise.
Is
I think I was supposed to go with them.
and with that you feel like your stomach gurgle again. It just goes as you begin to continue. Your body continues processing this, and make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And keep in mind, you're aware that something's going on, so you can choose to fail.
I know. 13.
There we go. You go, oh, there it is, or something, and just go, and you guys, first, Vol and Yorven, like, it feels like you've kind of been laying down for a second, and you're both, like, sitting around, like, a dining room table that doesn't have anything on it in what looks like a quaint cottage. And as you sit up and look around, like Kenny, you look left, look right, look around the room. It's simple. It's got normal adornments. And when you look back, where there was nobody sitting at another one of the 3 or 4 other empty chairs, Magdor is now kind of lifting his head up.
That kind of like Magnor look.
Hey, finally awake.
Right.
Sorry, I tried to cross, but I got stopped.
By your incredible
Um,
fortitude.
Um,
I
Your
wasn't
event,
being
is this-
sarcastic.
is this normal for the upper class of Waterdeep to employ such tricks like this?
Depends on the person, honestly.
We weren't.
I'm not
Poisoned.
surprised.
No. Magdor, I think I wasn't. I don't think I'm joking anymore when I say that Brandon might have co-founded this place.
And you all, as you're talking too, begin to start to hear something coming down the hallway, as there are several doors that lead out of this place. One of the halls. So if I'm sitting at a table and looking across at you guys in different positions, with the door in the corner, wherever that is in your own mind, on the other side of the door, you can hear what sounds like footsteps, but the footsteps are hard, kind of like almost like high heels that are coming closer.
I don't want to be sitting when we receive our host. So I stand up and kind of like dust myself off.
You know, in situations like this, Vol would never, but he does.
Okay.
I stay
He
sitting.
does stand up similarly and kind of make himself kind of presentable.
Why are you guys getting up?
It's a polite thing to do.
Magdor, you're from a city. You know some of the customs.
They cast spells on us without us knowing. That's pretty rude too.
That's
I
the whole
think-
point of the muffin. The whole point of
I
the
think-
muffin was to get this spell cast on us.
And also asking for that specific thing was under the assumption that we knew somewhat what would happen.
Did you?
Well, no, but like that's the assumption. We had no idea, but
Fine. I'm gonna stand up.
Fine. I love you, Magdor.
You're Vin,
so
are you
fun.
alright? You seem a little like that muffin's still affecting you a little bit.
And what if it is?
What's he doing?
Oh, so it is. Wow, she's a lot further away than I thought.
And eventually, the footsteps stop,
It's a long hallway.
and you see the door begin to open, and the room feels intensely cool. Kind of like, you know how like minty your breath feels when you chew on good gum, but how it feels cold? This is what that would feel like.
Like when you take
As
a
you begin
drink
to
of
see your
water after
breath-
minty gum.
Yeah, and you can see your breath begin to, appear in front of you as a thick cloud. And the door handle itself, as it begins to twist, you can see like ice forming on the metallic side of the knob that is inside.
Is this cryovainful?
I don't think so.
And as the door opens, you see
Music is freaking me the fuck out. No,
see a
leave
figure
it, leave it,
enter.
This is great.
Oh, I'm not getting rid of it.
Okay.
You see a figure enter that is wearing a wonderfully fashionable deep purple lace dress, and this figure moves into the room, and you hear the clickety clack of her walk. And now that it's close and not muffled by the door, you realize that it does vaguely sound like high heels, but with more points of contact. And if you were to look down, you could see that she's not wearing shoes and her feet are bone. And when you look at her face, you see the gaunt, skeletonous face Still has eyes in the eye sockets, though. She says, "Welcome. How may I
Hello,
help
ma'am.
you?"
I love your dress. Even more beautiful than your assistant outside.
She's funny, isn't she?
We all hire who we can to appease our needs.
Of course.
Anyway. Why are we here? Oh, right. And
Teleport.
the muffin is still affecting my judgment.
Do you sell magic
well-
items here?
Yes.
That's what we were told. Do you accept soul coins?
You have soul coins.
Yes.
Of course I do.
Oh, then she accepts soul coins.
Wonderful.
Wouldn't a lich love to accept soul coins?
You shouldn't call yourself that. You're not a female dog.
No.
Yeah,
Why do you think the entrance to my shop is so
Not-
secretive?
Not bitch. She said bitch.
With an L.
Oh, a lich.
I thought you would have been
Oh.
made aware
Yes.
of that. I'm sorry that you didn't know.
No,
No.
we're
It's a
it's no
different.
problem. It's
No.
just we weren't. Don't worry about it.
It's
I'm not good with
it's an us
names.
thing, not a you thing.
What
I
What is your
apologize.
name? Did you tell us your name?
Vandalia.
Vandalia.
Fidelia.
Yes.
I'm terrible at names. I apologize if I butcher it.
You're
Van
terrible. with
Malbrook.
names.
You're the only one that I'd recognize from among this group.
These are my companions. This
Here,
is
your father
Vol-
has gone missing.
Suffice it to say, I am the lord of the manor.
Magdor.
No.
Magdor.
My lord,
Remember,
it is
it's
good to have
lich, not bitch. A lich. That
They're
conversation.
just
with Magdor, trying to
discussing
keep his-
quietly.
Well,
back.
trying to keep Magdor's mouth shut. That's what we've been doing.
Oh god.
What
I'm
is
sorry.
wrong
I
with
thought it's
them,
de-
Lord Malbrook?
They are
Idiots?
that is a strong word. Excitable.
One
I
of
would
them
say.
looks like he is part celestial or something. I've never seen anything like him.
I can speak Celestial, yes. How'd you know?
I'm speaking of your friend with angel wings and white eyes.
Well, you see what happened.
Can you
was,
please not
the fir-
drink in here? I wish to have a conversation with you.
It's a jug of alchemy. Don't you like magic items? You would you're right. I'm sorry. Would you
Can you
like a
make
drink?
it? And she asks if she can hold it.
Here.
She says, "Can
Take a
you
drink.
make the mayonnaise? I would love to have a sandwich."
I can, but you'd have to wait till tomorrow.
Oh, next time then. And she hands it back. To
All
you.
right. Kind of sound like Algira there for a second.
Sorry, this is the most absurd interaction. We just have
With
a
that
witch.
high pitch in the background.
Yeah, yeah, the fucking sound is like killing me in a good way. And like, oh my god.
So how come you're not trying to kill us?
Magdor?
You assume that all liches are evil?
Yes.
Some of us just want the length of life. And there are other ways to charge up a phylactery than collecting souls. It's so barbaric.
So a soul coin, in this case, would be
So-
useful for you.
I wouldn't use it to charge my phylactery.
No, you'd have charged for 1,000 years if that was the case.
Long story short, basically, I just decharge magic items that I have no use for, using the magical energy to preserve my life.
Ugh,
So,
I felt like a
you
dagger
enjoy
through the
these.
heart.
and I'm gonna pull out the goggles of night.
I mean,
I
it's fine. It's just
recently-
Vorpal swords, Staff of the Magi, trash items that very few people need or want anymore.
I put away my goggles of night and I take them back as I try to start pulling them out to offer them.
Oh, sorry, did you want to offer something?
Don't worry, there's no vorpal sword, and I'm gonna like.
Maybe you can use them to barter with.
Um,
What do
bit
you
of that.
need,
That's what we're here
gentlemen?
for. Is a little bit of bartering. buying, selling, would have it, and
Mm.
a little bit of teleportation, if possible.
Yes, we have a. Well, my friend here has an important mission which requires his attention, and its next location is in the Sea of Falling Stars. Are you? I'm sure
I'm
that
very
someone of your
familiar.
wisdom is. So we need to get there, or at least
Obviously, I
as
mean,
close
it's
to there as
thousands of
possible.
miles wide. So where in the Sea of
Dragon Isle,
Dragon Eye,
specifically.
Dragonall.
Oh,
or as close as possible.
I spent some time in a place called Imbrick's Hold. It's a little bit rough. Lots of scallywags and pirates.
We're just coming back from Avernus. I think we'll be fine.
How many times have you ventured away from the coast of Faerun?
I didn't leave Gauntlgrim until last year.
We were in
For
Chult
about a
for
year
a
and a
short
half
time.
now.
But
We were in
technically,
Still
that's
on the
a
coast
peninsula.
to some extent.
It's still on the coast.
What
But-
about the Astral Sea? Does that count?
The Astral Sea. How long did you spend in the Astral Sea?
About 5
Not
Yeah, it wasn't very long.
minutes.
Point is, don't think that you are safe just because you survived Avernus.
Well,
Just
I
because you've
didn't
been
mean
to
it
the
so
Astral
much.
Sea. I'm sure you're powerful. I see what you carry on you, and weak-minded or weak-bodied people do not carry items like these. But the further you go inland, the further you go to the Sea of Fallen Stars is rumored to be the beginning of a lot of things. Powerful things are there. I would be cautious. I may be able to help you get there, but you said you're interested in finding some items of note, correct?
Yes. I don't want to be greedy, but I am looking for a belt which can enhance my strength as much as you have available.
You're speaking of a belt of giant strength, yes?
Yes, there are many kinds of giants, of course.
Yes.
I do have quite a bit of coin, as well as 3 soul coins.
Go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
I'll roll it in the thing. Literally a 10.
She says, all I have right now is a belt of hill giant strength.
Oh, wonderful. That is more than satisfactory. It does not, does it require attunement?
Yes, it does.
All right. But yes, that is more than enough for me.
Very well. And she goes up to one of the cabinets that are along the edge of the room, and she opens it up, with the door facing you guys, and she reaches in farther than her arm should be able to go, and when she pulls her arm back out, she sets the belt of giant strength. She says, I could probably part with this for, I don't know, 5,000 or 6,000. And I believe, I think I could probably translate each soul coin to about 500 gold pieces for what it's worth.
Only 500, really?
The soul trade isn't as active of a market in the prime material
Sure.
plane,
Sure.
but better than a kick in the pants.
I do have the gauntlets of ogre power that Brandon has given me, and I could give those back to him.
I have no need for them if you wanted to sell them.
How about a trade for the gauntlets of ogre power and perhaps 2 soul coins?
Let me gauntlets and ogre power aren't particularly valuable. So that would get you up to about 1,500 gold.
With 2 soul coins?
500 per soul coin, 500 for the gauntlets.
Really?
It's an uncommon magic item.
Jesus.
Did you just say you have like 10,000 platinum? Just give her some money.
No, I have 10,000 gold. that's a factor of 10 difference there.
Yep. Only 1,000 platinum.
But that doesn't mean I want to just spend my money willy-nilly. Use this for the
So
betterment
I would
of society.
need another 4,500 gold.
We won't need the entirety of it, Yorvin. We can do a lot of work on our own. It is also a deal use truck, so use your body as you see fit.
I think I might pass for now, but if you do come across something more powerful in regards to those, or if you have something that just does not require attunement that could affect my strength.
Well, they would significantly go up in price if they were a higher variation. And if you're
Yes.
wary of spending 6,000 gold, are you going to be okay?
I'm wary of spending
25,000?
6,000 gold for that. But I'm more willing to, because that's money that I'm not going to get back when I could be getting something more powerful later on for more money. See what I'm saying?
Yes. It would just
Oh,
be
I
quite
do
a shame
have-
if I spent all this time to speak with you, gave you some of my bread, you came here and you wasted my time.
Well, we're teleporting as well. We're willing to pay you for that.
Oh, fair. But that would just be me
Um,
sending you to somebody else for services. I don't provide those services.
Oh, you
I might be
don't?
looking for something.
Yes, Master Dwarf.
I've heard stories. Vol was telling me some stories about a card deck, a magical one.
You don't want one of those.
It seems fun. And if anybody would have one, it'd either be you or Brandon.
No, I have such a large stock compared to Brandon. And he's crazy.
Aren't we all?
We know. Oh, we know.
She says I do have one.
Yeah,
I need you to roll a
you could have
D100,
lied.
Brandon.
You could have lied about that and then saved us all the trouble, but you decided this is your fault. I'm going to tell you this right now, and I'm pointing at her, and all measure of, like, you know, lordly kindness and attitude has disappeared. This is your fault. And I'm just gonna stand
82.
over here. I have other things that I'd like to part with, but I'll let you do this.
If you're wary of spending 6,000 gold, I'm not worried about what you were going to give me.
What about a Wand of the War Mage +2, or a ring? Well, no, I'm not going to give my ring of telekinesis away.
Could add to my collection. It's not as if I don't have a few of those. And then she looks back to you, Brandon, to Magdor, and she says, "I do, and I've recently come across a full one, exceedingly rare in the world. So, on items like this, I don't really set a price. I just take offers and see if you're serious. You could pay for a single card if you wanted.
That's probably what I'd be looking for.
You don't want to buy the whole deck?
I don't know if I can afford your prices, ma'am.
Hmm.
Not your prices. I mean, like, you have good quality stuff. It's expensive.
It would still be 25,000 to pull a single card.
25,000.
Yes.
Brandon's blushing, not just Magdor.
Unless you have something to trade, or you can talk me down for some reason.
All I've got is this wand of wonder,
No money.
and I mean, I've got some money, but not 25,000. Fortunately, I don't have enough that I think I could talk you down.
That's my fault. It's 12,500. My bad.
Man, I talked it down half price already, guys. Come on,
No,
you
that
gotta
was
do your
me
work.
miscounting. That was me miscounting. So,
Well, would it be that price to draw from a full deck? By the way you worded that, it sounds like you might have had another deck, and an already open deck would be cheaper to draw from, would it not?
no. Cheaper
Well,
to
I tried
buy,
that.
not cheaper to draw from.
Jorvin, can I borrow some money?
No, you
Oh.
most certainly cannot.
I knew he was going to say that.
What do you have to
Oh, let
offer?
me-
Yeah, so.
You said, I don't know how much this is worth. I could let you decide. You said Vorpal swords are something that you enjoy.
Oh, they are quite rare. Just not very useful to me. Yeah.
I have metal that makes a Vorpal sword.
You could, if you could make a Vorpal sword, I would care.
He has adamantine, is what he's saying.
No, I have astro metal.
Oh,
You do.
I do. We picked it up when we were in, when you killed Vol's horse.
How much?
Oh yes, I remember.
How much do I have?
Yeah.
I think I bought an ingot's worth.
Did we talk about how much that was worth?
I don't
it was
think.
like 10,000
Yeah,
gold. I thought it was, or like
it was quite a bit, and I
was gonna say
remember getting it at a
50,000.
discount for a while. I was gonna use it to make daggers. I think it was just one ingot's worth.
Yeah. Let me see, because I know we did. I probably wrote on here how much we.
That's how much I was charging for the Vorpal sword.
This is before you guys even went to hell. Like,
I can't remember the name of that city that we were at. The
that
town.
no longer
Yeah.
exists because it has been
Honeyberry.
taken into the
Honeyberry.
Because
Yep.
now it's owned
There's
by
only-
Strahd.
There's only one event that I remember that happened there.
wow, okay, I'm gonna have to go to a different notebook. Is
You
that-
bought it.
Oh,
you
shit.
bought an ingot. That's the one
All right.
event.
So evens, it's 15,000. Odds, it's 20,000 for the ingot.
All right.
It's 20,000.
Damn.
How much was the
Yo.
deck? Or no, one draw was 12,000.
12,500. Yeah.
So I'll have this ingot here for 20,000, and it draws 12,500. You want to throw in the belt for my friend here? We'll call it
Or I
even.
could just cut it and give you the rest back.
What? Cut the metal?
Yes.
How would you do that? With magic?
Yes.
Nah. He's a blacksmith. You don't use magic to work on metal. All right. I think that's a deal. Do we shake?
Sure. She puts a bony hand out that has like those lacy fingerless gloves on it.
And I very gingerly shake it.
And as soon as she pulls her hand away, she pulls that glove off, and her hand begins. She shakes it, and upon the return and it's coming back up, it goes from just a bone hand to looking like it's made of like lava. It's molten. It's so hot, like in an instant. And she just puts her hand down and she says, "What about right there?" She confirms
Cool.
with you, Magdor.
Sure.
It's just past the halfway point, about 12 and a half. What does that be? Like 60% away. And she
Oh,
just
she's
pushes-
cutting. I'm sorry,
she just
I didn't know what
puts
she
her
was doing. I thought
hand
she
down and like pushes through it like quickly and even just goes through the table, and she catches a little bit of the overhang and just kind of like squeezes it back onto the smaller bar, and her hand, she shakes her hand again and blows on it, and a cool brisk wind goes across her hand and it sizzles for a moment, and then she hands you the smaller piece, pulls the big one and sets it aside on the table.
Let me mark that as a
And then
third
kind of
the
like a
patch in the
magician
middle.
would if they were trying to like be like, "Oh, look, I have a card here," and they go like this and it changes on the side that they're revealing. And she does that over the hole where her hand had just gone through, and as her hand passes it, the wood is restored. She says, "Wonderful." So, and she reaches into one of the pockets on her big poofy dress and pulls out a deck of cards. And
I like visibly shrink back.
fans
like-
them out, plays them with like cool card tricks where she like spins them back and they return to the deck. She shuffles in her hands and fans them out in front of you.
All right, Vol, you said these were all good, so I'm going to trust you.
Bull, what the hell did you tell him?
I never said any of that. I think I know better than that.
What is the roll on that? Is it 12 or
22. D22.
22?
And also, if we're being fair, Brandon probably taught him a lot about magical items, so you have to blame Brandon
God damn it,
because he
Brendan.
probably from this.
I'm like I said, I knew that it was going to be a bad time.
I'm
Knowing
gonna
that
stand
I'm-
here by next to you. Let's see what happens, and I'm gonna walk
Before-
back off to the wall that you're.
Well, I mean, there's nothing we really can do if he ends the world right now.
Oh, I've got a
That's,
deck of many things generator, so I can just click draw and it will choose a random one.
Well, I was just going to do the 1d22.
But if we roll, then it's alphabetical, so there's like a predetermined order. This will be truly random.
Can you give me the
Um,
website
Yeah, I was gonna say I think.
and trust me? I mean, I'm trustworthy.
I think it's one of those situations.
There you
where
go.
I
It's
would
through
wanna be a
Wizards,
player and roll
so-
myself.
Oh yes, I remember this site.
All right, I'm going to do one roll. I would share my screen, but I feel like it'd mess up your stuff.
It would
so-
mess up the overlay. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. I just want to say before I do this, I've always wanted to, like, since long time ago, this has always been my favorite item. All right, I'm drawing the Void. This black card spells instant disaster.
Don't read
The
it.
characters.
Don't read it. Stop
Oh,
reading
okay.
it.
Oh,
don't read
I'm
it.
done. I didn't read it. I stopped. I drew a black hole card. Is that
It's
good?
the king of
like my
clubs,
portable hole.
right?
I fucking hate you, Brandon.
Can I read it?
No.
So as you pull the card,
This throws Glenn's plans in a fucking like. They're all
Yeah.
out the fucking window.
this
That's
is gonna
why-
be the end of the
that's-
session. So you pull this card, and you don't really know what it means, and you kind of just show it to her, and her face, like as much as a skeleton face, you see she kind of think along the lines of Coco, the way they present people, where they
Yeah.
still have expression and their bones move and stuff like that to show expressions. And her face gets dire, and she shakes her head. And Magdor looks back at you guys as you see ink, dark liquids start to like eke out of every pore and opening, and then your body is completely covered in it as you try and wipe it away, and it forms into this like ball of inky darkness floating where Magdor once was, and what is left is the only thing left right now are his magical items that have piled up on the ground. And the inkiness kind of shoots down and absorbs into Whelm as the runes on the hammer now have a black inlay that is slightly glossy. And Bagdoor, all you know is darkness.
Not the first.
Damn, that boy
Not
there
bad.
right there.
And she
Not
looks
bad.
at you two and says, "Oh, that's very unfortunate." He is in that hammer now.
Is there a way of undoing it?
Yes.
Does it start with the letter W?
No. A wish spell can't get him out. A wish spell can summon the Guardian, and if you defeat the Guardian, that would free your friend.
Is
How
there
cool is
another
this
way
guardian?
to summon the guardian?
I don't know much, but I know that they are strong. Guardians of something as powerful as something like this. Oh, an older dragon, maybe a few psionic creatures like beholders.
Can we circumvent the guardian?
I don't know how you would. That's how you free them. The Guardian exists. The only way to get the Guardian out is to wish them out. If the Guardian defeats you, it goes back inside the item. I have heard that sometimes when the Guardian defeats somebody, the item holding the soul will change place. But if you were able to defeat the Guardian, whatever it is, then your friend's soul would be free. Woo. And for what it's worth, I apologize. Only Whelm did not go in with him, not the rest. The rest of his magic items, his money, everything is gone.
At least I've got my jug of alchemy here.
But you're incapacitated. You are in a coma, effectively. A magic coma.
So he's dreaming of little hairy
Darkness.
ladies.
Little hairy ladies. So she says, "So what now?" I would. Now this is something that I don't normally do, but there are some cards in this deck that could assist you in retrieving your friend. Because that is the absolute worst card you can draw. Oh, what if that's a joke? Okay,
Wait,
it's
what?
not. I thought I was making sure that thing didn't always come up just to see.
Oh.
I was like, what if it's a joke where it just always
No,
comes up
I
that?
drew one and it was the
It was
comment.
something else. Okay, cool. Good,
Um,
good.
I
She
drew
says,
again to see, and I got the moon.
I would allow
Brandon, God damn it,
one of you to
Brandon.
draw one more. So that way maybe you have something that will help your dumb friend. Do either of you wish to draw from the deck before I put it away?
Is quick question. Oh, I can't ask. Nope.
You can
that would
ask
be
me
meta.
questions as yourself.
I know, but it would ruin it for them.
Oh, okay. You can message me.
you're
Message me.
fit?
I know some of the things in that fucking deck. I don't know everything, but one of those things is, you instantly die. Well, he got the worst one, which is basically that. Dear God. Ogma, save me.
Give about 10 seconds before I'm putting these away.
My father just died, like, literally a day ago. Or at least I found out about it. I was not aware that I would... Give me a fucking card. And then I...
Very well.
You roll it, Glenn.
Okay, I'll roll it.
Yeah, I should have just like literal.
Roll it
Jeez.
3 times and to take the last one.
3 times and take the last one.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want me to take the first one?
Was it fate?
God says that I should take the first one, apparently.
Take the first one or take... I'm gonna let you choose.
I don't know, Glenn! I hate you! Why did you allow this to happen?
The game allowed it to happen. He made me roll.
Are you sure you don't want the first one? Now, no. I'm gonna choose the first one.
Okay. The card you draw is, what is it? The Queen of Hearts.
I'll go ahead.
Basically, yeah, a rare or rarer magic item with which your proficient appears in your hands. So I get to choose what it is.
Proficient with
No.
belts. I'm just
That's not a
kidding.
weapon.
I'm joking.
Oh!
I'm proficient with all martial weapons, so.
Oh, yeah,
whatever
you
you
are. Oh, yeah, you are. Let me do something real fast. Real fast.
That's the
Real
one I
fast.
was hoping for.
We only want that or that. And now I'm going to have you roll a random number. It's going to be a D 146.
Okay. Rolling it in roll 20.
Yeah, I was say that's one of the few places you can do obscure rolls like that.
68.
Oh, so
Oh, yeah.
Both ends of that would have been very good. 66 or 69.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, it's got to be a weapon.
Yeah, it's weapon. The nearest weapon without going over.
Fucking what? Are you serious right now?
You're the one that fucking
I know, and it's
allowed
just crazy
the deck of
that
many things to happen.
It's crazy that this is the thing it gave you, because I rolled to see like whether or not like I categorized sets of numbers and roll a D would end up still being a rare magic item, but all the way up to a 95 to 100 was artifact or legendary.
Right.
And I rolled a 99. And then you rolled a 68 on a table of just those types of, but I included everything on accident. So I had to go to the next lowest because going higher would have gone above the number.
Right.
And that item is a luck blade.
I don't even know what that is.
It
never
is
heard
a
of luck
sword
blade
that
before.
grants the wish spell.
Are you serious?
Let me see how many wishes it has. Oh, look at that. It's got 2 wishes. So it's other than the luck thing, like, so if it's on your person, you can call on its luck to re-roll an attack ability check or saving throw you don't like, and you have to use the second roll, and you can do that once a day. It's a +1 magic weapon, but then that's
And
the
it's
big thing is it's got
it's a
2
great
wish
sword,
spells.
right?
Yes, it's a great sword. It has 2 wishes. I rolled a 1d4 minus 1 to find out how many wishes it has, so it has 2. But those don't recharge, so you can only use it once a day.
they
1 wish
recharge
per
at
day.
dawn.
What? Yeah, I know, right? Well, I mean, that's how a
Yeah.
wizard is. A wizard has, a high-level wizard has a wish per day, but that's what this is. You have 2 wishes. You can only use 1 wish per day, and then it'll lose that property, but still has, yeah.
See, Magda would have loved to have had that.
And she goes, "Wow, at least you
on.
have a way to summon the Guardian now."
Yeah, it's great. Thank you so much. Honestly, it's not you. As you were very well aware when he first entered here, he could be exhausting.
Mm.
You talking shit behind my back?
I'm talking right to your face.
Like holding whelm and talking to it.
You fucking
Yeah, like, I'm,
exhausting
like,
piece
looking-
of shit.
Oh fuck! I thought you were gonna have to roll another character, Brandon.
I mean, I still
Um,
might.
There you go. Do what you want to do.
And she says, I once again, I have no idea what you might have for you in terms of what sort of guardian. It may actually be related to how powerful he is, but it's been a long time since I know anybody that's tried to save someone from the void.
Give me that stupid fucking belt. Here, take the gauntlets of Ogre Power and the wand of the War Mage +2, and or actually,
There
the
you
one of the
go.
War Mage +2 is like just a direct trade, isn't it? It is a blue. It is a rare magic item.
Yeah, sure.
Are you sure you don't have something more powerful?
I don't. Not right
Okay.
now.
Please inform me at my manor if you come upon something of greater strength in this area. Thank you for your patience. I hope that we at least were entertaining.
Nothing for you, Angel Boy?
I haven't heard that one. That's new. No, just how much of you want to offer for these, and I'm gonna hold out the goggles of night.
300 gold I'll give you.
I will take it. Thank you.
Recent, you don't need them anymore?
Well, and then I'm gonna point to my eyes of silver. Still getting used.
Are you a
to these.
Brulani? What are you?
Well, so you see, I touched a sword down in Avernus, and it changed me into this. I was a Goliath.
Sword of Zariel.
That. It was a whole thing.
that-
We did a whole. It was a long exposition. It'll take.
Are you
some
telling
time.
me Zariel? You were in possession and attuned to the sword of Zariel.
Yes,
Why would you give that up?
to redeem Zariel. Zariel is back where she belongs.
She's back among the celestial hosts.
Yes.
Yes. El Turel has been freed. Zariel's been redeemed. We don't know
El
what
Turel was
happened to
being
the-
dragged down into Avernus, into the River Styx, as a part of a poorly negotiated contract 50 years ago, something along those lines.
If information also is of any value to you, because I feel like this might be in direct correlation. Tiamat, the cult of Tiamat or whatever, they obtained at least one orb of dragonkind. We had to trade it for information. So I don't know what you do with that. As far as we know, the seat in Avertus is open. Last time we were there, Bell helped us redeem Zariel.
If you tell me your story, everything, I will help you fight the Guardian, and I will wish him out.
Oh shit! That means we have 2 wishes, dude.
And I'm
You
gonna
said the
pull,
deck
like I'm gonna
trash.
I'm gonna pull the seat out and I'm gonna sit down, like elbow on the table.
Let's get comfy, baby.
So when I was 2, the first thing I remember was grandpa, and then I'm just
And then you start from the beginning, and we are
no. I'll
going
start
to.
from I'll start I'll start like a big time skip from Vol getting injured, kicked out, how I met Nox, how I met Magdor, and then from there to now is when
Okay.
we probably go in as much detail. Yeah.
Cool. So over the next several hours, you regaled, everyone with Vol's perspective on his whole journey from,
I'll add a few little
from there to
details.
there. I assumed, you guys will kind of, tripe in back and forth because sometimes you forget something and they're like, oh, what about this? Yeah, remember this thing that happened? And then, yeah. So you tell the story
The
together
only
with her.
thing that Vol would be hesitant to share completely is Jarl Axel's identity.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because
So if you want to
that
not
was
include
sort
it,
of
that's
good
okay.
fake deal that we made, but he'd say, "Oh, we had a patron benefactor."
When your
can't
friend over
remember who
there
for
is
this mission."
wise enough
Yeah.
that he would probably also get that. What's your passive insight, Yorvin?
Actually, not that good. It's like 11.
No, it doesn't need to. It just needed to be more than a 10. I didn't know if you had a positive modifier. So yeah, you pick up on it a little late as you're about to correct him, and then you're like, okay. But yeah, so you share the story, and you finish the story, and this whole time, kind of like Rita Skeeter style, if you know who that is. She's got like a quill in the air on parchment and is just filling up piece of paper after piece of paper as you both speak. And by the end, there's like a pile of like 100 pieces of paper with this story more on the ground. And she leans forward on the table. This is absolutely fantastic. I think it's time to get your friend out of the little dark hole, yes?
You can stay in there for 5 more minutes.
A few more minutes. He was traumatized by the void, I believe himself. So, whenever you're ready.
I love you, Brandon.
And she begins to rub her hands together, and
It's so good.
you see kind of like cool air begin to fill the space up, and this quaint little cottage turns into kind of like a larger, the walls fade away, and you're now standing on like stone, like a fully boxed in stone masoned room that's about 50 by 50 feet. And she claps her hands together and begins to commence the wish spell. And as she finishes, you see her kind of like pause down for a moment, as you know it does take a decent amount out of a caster to cast the wish spell. And she says, "Be a front line, will you, dears?" As she gestures for you to step in front of her.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
she stands up behind you as a portal opens up and rips out of the air in front of you.
As she is like casting, I like as she says to go in front, I cast Fire Shield on myself.
Okay.
And do I'll do a cold Fire Shield.
Okay.
And then I will
I flare
cast
my wings to hide her from
greater invisibility on.
I'm gonna let you cast one spell.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, it's a whole process.
But is it concentration on both of those though?
Fire Shield is not a concentration spell.
But the
Just
other one
lasts
is
10 minutes, and greater invisibility is concentration.
Okay, so I'll let you do both of them if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, you pop that and pop that.
I cast greater invisibility on my friend Vol here.
Okay. So you got this kind of like semi-translucent fire shield around you. You touch Vol on the shoulder, keeping your eyes forward, and
Go get him,
Vol
buddy.
just goes and he disappears, wings and all, as she looks back and forth and looks forward, and this portal that is torn open, kind of like a jagged rip of voidular space. These two giant claws reach through, and next week we'll find out what comes through.
God damn it, Magdor.
God damn it, Magdor.
God damn it, Magdor.
Keeping it interesting. I love it.
Definitely.
I've always wanted to. Of course, I had to draw the void.
I know, yeah.
Way.
I mean, granted, there's another one, like you said, that can just kill
Had to
you.
draw
There's
the
another one
void.
that would
Had to draw the
destroy.
luck blade.
It would destroy irrevocably every single magic item on you.
Mm-hmm.
That is
That
one
would've
that
been
can
bad.
roll. Yeah, Magdor Toyman, everything's gone. Well, gone. Everything. You sold your soul for nothing. Like, okay. But anyway, good
And
to be
that's
back,
what I
guys.
was thinking as well. As well as there's another one that makes you like you have no claim to any property whatsoever. Like all the things that you thought
Magdor
you
doesn't
owned.
anyway.
Yeah, but when
know the
I was
key.
fucking drawing the spell,
Yeah.
drawing it to see if I could fucking save your ass.
Yep. I'm
Anyways.
surprised.
We're the best possible situation from a shitty situation.
Yep.
All right.
Right.
Well,
Good game, guys. Very interesting. I'm glad to see that we're keeping things moving and doing fucking weird shit still.
apparently.
And we're glad to be back, and we took a week off, but we'll see everyone next week. We'll keep
Yeah.
it going.
Pew.
Thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.